Hello! Welcome to a tutorial slash showcasing of an updated version of my Shulker box unloader you see in the background. I released the original video a couple of weeks ago now, I think, and there's one slight issue with this that I fixed, and I'm gonna show you that in a second. First, I thought about just letting you know what this thing is. So the idea is that you add this to your storage system. If you have an automatic sorting or big storage room like that, and then with this thing you could just come in, you have your, let's go to here, shulker boxes with stuff in, and you just dump them in. They all get unloaded, as you can see, emptied out, they get broken, and all the items end up in one output, and all the shulker boxes end up in one output. So you automatically sort out the shulker boxes, so you don't run those all the way through your storage system as well, which I think it's very, very convenient, because then you always know where your empty shulker boxes are. The slight problem with this is if we take an empty shulker box, this machine stops. And the solution I proposed in the first version of this was to simply put a button here, and when you break it, you need to take out another button and put it there. And when you push that, you do a manual reset. And I got a comment saying, do you know of a compact way of doing that automatically? And I had a little think about it, and I've added in actually just a couple of blocks down here. And if we now we can put one of those and a couple of those, like that. The yellow ones are empty, the blue ones have stuff in them. And as you can see, the empty ones also gets broken. It works the same with the outputs, and yeah, so if I put empty ones in, they get broken. So this works much better. You can dump all your shulker boxes in here, whether they have items in them or not. So I think that's a very, very nice little addition to the thing. So yeah, if you think this sounds interesting and you might want to build it, then let's get on with a tutorial for this thing. Okay, so let's start with the outputs. So we put two chests like that. This is for your items, and this is for your shulker boxes. So this will, instead of a chest here, you will probably hook this up to your sorting system or whatever you have. And you can do whatever you want with this as well. These are just here to represent the different outputs. So we put a couple of hoppers connecting everything up like that, and a hopper on top for our input. And then I like to add a couple of blocks there. They have no real function, so but I like to have them there. And then we put our dispenser there. Then we need to build up a couple of blocks around here for our shulker box to keep that in. And I like to have a piece of glass in front here so you can actually see whether or not this is doing anything. So that's the reason this could just as well be a solid block. And then we need an input. And you can also have this coming from pretty much anywhere. Where you want to put your input chest, you just build a hopper line going into the dispenser here. And then we can start adding in the redstone. So we want to come out a couple of blocks here, like this. We want a block there and a block there. And then we want to read the output, or we want to read the content of the dispenser there. This needs to be in subtract mode. You do that by right-clicking on it, so this little light comes on. And this is very, very important, because if it's not in subtract mode, if you put 9 shulker boxes in here, so this is completely full, this whole system will lock up and not work anymore. So that is very, very important. Then we have a repeater there on 4 ticks. We have a repeater there on 2 ticks. And we put some redstone dust like that, connecting everything up together. Then we want to read whether or not there's anything in the shulker box we are unloading. So we do that by putting a comparator there, with a repeater going into that block, and that block needs to have a redstone torch on the side like that. And then we come to the newly added part of this thing. So if we go down like that and we put a repeater there on 4 ticks, going into a sticky piston facing upwards with a block on top, creating a monostable circuit. And we want 1 block there and 1 block there. We want a repeater on 2 ticks and redstone dust there. So this is the automatic reset part. And then we need to come over to this side, put a block there, and a sticky piston facing up with a block on top and a block next to it coming out of it, and a repeater there on 2 ticks, redstone dust there. Then we could add in our little braking piston there, and this needs to have a slab on it. So let's grab a slab. And we need to wire that up. So we just simply put a block there, redstone dust like that. And finally, in order for the shulker boxes to be sorted out, we need to lock this hopper while items are going through, and then unlock it when the shulker box is coming through. So we do that by placing a couple of blocks like that, put a redstone torch there to lock the hopper. We can connect this up to our redstone line, take that down like so. And then we also need to extend the signal a little bit. So we do that by placing 2 repeaters there, one on 2 tick and the other one on 4 ticks. Place some redstone dust going around there, and we need to break that connection there, so we just place a block, like so. And that should be the whole system done. So we grab our shulker boxes. The blue ones has items in them and the yellow ones are empty. So let's just throw everything in and see what happens. Blue one. Items goes there, shulker boxes go there. That was a yellow one, got immediately broken. Yeah, so this thing is working just as it's supposed to. So, I really hope you enjoyed this and find this useful, and leave a nice comment and a like if you liked it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!